Good morning, sneak peekers. I'm so excited to talk to you today about what the heck is coaching. What do you do as a coach? What does it even mean? Because I know some of you are probably running that through your mind and thinking, I could never do that, or I don't even know what you do, all of these different questions. So I'm going to answer those today. Number one, as a coach, we just encourage people and we believe in them before they believe in themselves. Most of us we are just normal people, average people. Some of us have full-time jobs. Some of us are students. We're parents. We have crazy schedules. We're all over the place. We are just as much of a hot mess as everyone else is. We are just normal people that want to continue on our health and fitness journey. And we found that we absolutely loved the programs. We loved our Shakeology. We loved the support and the environment that we received from the challenge groups. And we wanted to continue with that. I know for myself, I went so long without an actual support system and support group of this nature. I have never had so many people, even people that I don't know, encourage me and keep me excited to keep going, and they inspire me. And so we are just people that fell in love with this, that fell in love with the community that we are a part of. And we didn't want to lose that because we didn't want to go back to where we were before. This was too good to leave behind. So this coaching is really a vehicle to help get you to where you want to go. And that is financially, health and fitness. But it is that vehicle that helps us get there. So what we do is we just share our stories. We share what has worked for us. For me, I fluctuated 20 pounds every 6 months for 6 years because I didn't have the support system, and I would be really strict nutritionally and with exercise, and then after 6 months of that I would binge eat because I deprived myself for so long, and I would get frustrated wondering, why can't I just get it together? Why is this so frustrating to me? Why can't I just maintain and stay where I want? And then I realized, getting into these groups, that so many other people have these same struggles and obstacles, and I'm not alone. And they encouraged me to keep going and to really see my goals, and that right now was just one point in time. If I kept going, I would be where I wanted to be shortly. So we share our story, and we try to find a need that someone may have, and we try to fill it with what we have. And that could be financially, emotionally, physically, getting them into a challenge group, a certain program. We really care about what that person needs and how we can fill that need and help them to overcome those struggles. And that comes back to encouraging them and believing in them before they believe in themselves, because most people don't believe they can do it, and that is the first thing we have to get over. So if we can believe in them, we can start to help them believe in themselves. When I first started, I was a full-time student. I was working full-time. And throughout the 3 years of coaching, there was one point in time where I was going to school full-time. I owned a business, and I was serving on the weekends. And it was really, really tough. I was never really home. I had so many things going on and was so stressed out. But I knew that I wanted a better life for myself. I knew that I didn't want to have to work that way the rest of my life. And so I decided to just set aside an hour a day to do what we call the vital behaviors. And it might not have been 1 hour all at the same time. It might have been 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in between classes, 15 minutes at night, whatever. But I made sure to get it in, and it was so easy. Our vital behaviors, I wanted to reach out to 2 people a day and invite them to join me, share what has worked for me, share what has worked for the rest of my coaches and challengers. And maybe it wasn't for them, and that's okay, but I still wanted to invite them because I knew that there could be a chance that they needed help and they needed someone to reach out to them. So I did it, and I did that. I did personal development for just 10 minutes a day. That could have been reading a book, listening to a podcast, going on YouTube, and watching a top coach's video, just so I could learn, so I could become better. Because we can't help others move forward unless we're moving forward as well. So personal development is huge, and I would just take 10 minutes to do that. Being a product of the product, drinking my Shakeology, exercising, which is what I was already doing anyway. So that got a check box, and that is what you will be doing too. You are just working on yourself through this entire process and trying to bring people along with you. And then posting to social media, which we will talk more about tomorrow, but this is huge because you want people to see your story. You want them to connect with you and see what you're going through and how you're overcoming. And this brings me to my next point of you don't have to be at your goal to be a coach. You don't have to be in the perfect shape. You don't have to be a fitness model or have a six-pack. No, people, as sad as it sounds, people connect to our struggles. It's not that they want to see us struggle, they want to see us overcome. And when they can see us going through this valley, they see us going through all this muck and, then seeing us achieve and come out on the other side, that gives people hope. They see that we are real people too. They see that we can go from all this mess over here, struggling with emotional eating, struggling with anything else, not being able to do our workouts, our day getting all out of whack and still pushing through to get that workout in. They can see that. They see the progression and they see us overcome, and that gives them hope. And that allows them to start seeing that, hey, maybe I can do it too, because she's a mom that works full time and her kids go to all these practices, and she still finds time for herself, and she just seems so happy and excited, and maybe I could do that. So you don't have to be at your goal. Heck, half the time I've been a coach, I have not. I have struggled. I have lost weight and had a six-pack and then gained 15 pounds back, and for multiple reasons, stress, everything else. And it has helped people to connect with me, and they see that I'm not just a fitness robot. So then when we do invite people and we do all these things, we go into a challenge group, and some of you may have already been in one of our challenge groups, which is awesome. Thank you so much. I know that you got awesome results and that you were just loving it. But these challenge groups, they are just a place for us to come and support each other. Every day I try to think, what do I need to hear today? What am I struggling with that I need to hear? And I'll share that, or maybe I just need a motivational picture to look at. And so I'll post that in the page. Maybe I'm making my meal plan and trying to figure out a new, different recipe, and I can post that. So it's really just about trying to help others while we're helping ourselves, and to encourage others while encouraging ourselves. We have the challenge groups all set up. We have step-by-step information on how to start them, how to invite to them, examples of different posts that you can make, and your first to second challenge group as a coach, you can run with your personally sponsored coach to get the hang of it, to kind of focus on you, get your results, and to just learn the ropes. So that way you can, when you start building your team, when you start getting your challengers, you know what to do, and you can go out there and you can run your own challenge group or run it with another coach, and really make it yours. And that is one thing. We all have different personalities. We all have different creativity levels, and we want you to be you in these challenge groups. And that may look different than how I run my challenge groups. And that is okay, because the people that are working with you and want to do a challenge group with you want to work with you. They want what you have. They want what you have to offer. They connect with you. So be yourself in these challenge groups, and we are going to help you through it all. I promise you, these challenge groups are there for support and to encourage people to keep going, to have them be able to see where they started, and after 30 days, the results that they got, to help keep pushing them forward, which is absolutely amazing. And our team, we're really just a huge family. That is it. We are a huge family that wants to help support and encourage each other, and to help hold each other accountable to our goals in health, fitness, financial, emotional, spiritual. And we are always going to be there to help each other and to help move each other forward and to answer questions. So being a coach is really just about helping yourself and paying it forward, bringing other people along for this journey with you. And it is the most rewarding, most fun thing that I have ever done, to be able to see people post these amazing transformations, to hear my coaches tell me, how much confidence they have now, how their relationships have changed with their husbands, all because of personal development and that Beachbody came into their life. So coaching is just all about reaching out to people that need it, that need that hand to grab, that they can walk along on this journey with, and they can trust them. And, we don't have to be perfect. I am not perfect. I mess up on the daily, and I get real and raw with my challengers sometimes, because I know if I'm struggling, then they're struggling too. But the awesome thing is that they inspire me and encourage me just as much as I do that with them. So it is just an awesome, awesome thing. Thank you guys so much for checking in for day 2, and I would just love to hear from you below. I would love to hear, what makes you want to be a coach? What questions do you have? Anything. I would just love to hear from you. Have an awesome day.